The rarest and most powerful perks in video games are often hidden, requiring you to think outside the box, do things you wouldn't normally do, or rise up to a challenge most people don't even know exists. For this reason, only a select few players are aware of such game-changing abilities, and even few have managed to acquire them. Let's change that. I'm Scott from WhatCulture.com, and these are 10 extremely rare video game perks you didn't know existed. Sailor's Repose, Elder Scrolls V, Skyrim. Unlocking new abilities and buffs for your character in Skyrim is a pretty straightforward process. Most are unlocked during level ups, but there's one hidden perk you have to figure out how to get on your own, and it's one of the best healing buffs in the game. The perk Sailor's Repose is the unmentioned reward that you get for completing its equally hidden side quest, Frostflow Abyss. The quest can only be triggered accidentally by entering the mysterious lighthouse east of Winterhold. The mission will then have you investigate the mystery behind the murders of the lighthouse's residents, and at the end you'll receive the remains of the owner, Habit. Now, this is where the quest officially ends, but if you continue exploring the lighthouse and open the entrance up to the top, you can burn Habit's remains at the lighthouse fire to gain this special perk, permanently increasing your healing spell's power by 10%. Cat Eye Trinket, Red Dead Redemption 2. Rockstar's 2018 masterpiece has a ton of explorable areas, but aside from amazing sights and the occasional encounter with a stranger, these locations don't always offer up much in the way of tangible rewards, aside from a series of special trinkets. Red Dead 2 secretly comes with a variety of talismans that provide Arthur and John with useful perks when equipped. Because most are hidden, they're pretty hard to find, and the most useful, the Cat Eye Trinket, is the most well hidden of all. This charm extends the duration of all fortifying tonics by 20%, making it perfect for maximizing your health and stamina regeneration, as well as giving you a considerable amount of Deadeye charges for tons of slow-motion gunplay. The problem is that the Cat Eye is in a really distant and inconspicuous location, so most players miss it. To acquire, you need to swim to the southernmost island on Flatiron Lake. The lockbox with the charm will be near the island shore, so check the right spot and get this as soon as you can. Good old Pebbles. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Unless you want to spend hours walking across treacherous terrain filled with bandits, horse riding is a must in Kingdom Come 2. A fast horse can significantly cut the time you need to spend traveling from place to place, so it makes sense to invest in the best one you can get. Now, most players assume that getting the best horse means buying the most expensive one, and while those stats might look great, it's your starting horse Pebbles that's the best pick instead. Despite starting off as the worst in the game, Pebbles, Henry's beginner mount, can be transformed into the fastest and greatest horse in the land thanks to a hidden perk. To get this trait, you have to opt out of buying a new horse as soon as you can, and instead continue riding on Pebbles for at least 35 kilometers. Your loyalty to your steed will grant them the good old Pebbles trait, significantly boosting speed and bravery, and turning them into the fastest horse in the game. Pyromaniac, The Sims 3. The Sims 3 offers a huge selection of various different traits, bigger than any other Sims game, and each one gives your sim a truly unique personality. That said, not every trait your sim can obtain is visible. Some, like the Pyromaniac, grant your sim the ability to control fire. To get the trait, your sim has to successfully seduce a firefighter or a genie if you have the Showtime expansion, and then have a baby with them. The child will be born with the Pyromaniac trait, giving them incredible fire-related powers. Despite looking like regular Sims, Pyromaniacs can start fires with the snap of their fingers and survive in fire for longer amounts of time. They can even transform any fruit into a flame fruit that will restore their energy when eaten. None of this is very visible. The Apothecary, Armello. Armello is a digital board game where you and up to 3 other people play as anthropomorphic animals trying to become the next ruler of a fantasy kingdom. What equipment and perks you equip greatly determine your chances of winning, with most gear obtained by exploring dungeons, pulling cards, and completing missions. One of the best follower cards in the game, though, can only be obtained if you perform a very specific set of actions and have a bit of luck. The Apothecary is a powerful companion card that increases all health gains of its user by 2, making even the weakest healing items capable of fully restoring your health. That said, most players will not have the chance to get this medic because unlike other companion cards in the game, he can only be obtained by a random event that triggers when the player has 1 health point left and they then visit a settlement. Since it's hard to survive even 1 turn with just a single heart, even then making it to a settlement doesn't guarantee the event will trigger, so the Apothecary is just as rare as he is useful. Meet of Champions. Fallout New Vegas. The story of Fallout New Vegas revolves around 3 dominant factions in the Mojave Wasteland: the NCR, Caesar's Legion, and New Vegas' mysterious leader, Mr. House. To settle an oncoming war, you can choose to support one of these powers, rise up to all of them, or if you want to gain a special hidden perk, just eat them. As is tradition in Fallout, New Vegas lets you devour humans by picking up the Cannibal perk. Aside from letting you roleplay as an unhinged skin connoisseur, the trait is a great source of health, since each human you consume restores 25 HP. That's great as it is, but if you use the perk to consume the flesh of the 3 leaders, President Kimball, Caesar, and Mr. House, you can make the benefits of this diet even better, unlocking the Meat of Champions perk. This trait gives you 1-minute buffs to luck, intelligence, charisma, and strength each time you then eat someone. You are what you eat, and that is the Lord of consuming everything. Purchasable permanent buffs. Cyberpunk 2077. On top of cybernetic enhancements, Cyberpunk includes a variety of hidden perks that you can purchase at small local shops scattered throughout the map. Unlike high-grade cybernetics, these are much cheaper, and they permanently boost several of your stats as soon as you purchase them. No equipping required. Collecting all or at least most of these perks can turn even a cybernetics-deprived V into a Night City legend. But since they're all located in shops that most people wouldn't check out unless they were looking to sell excess junk, they aren't that well known. That's why it's highly recommended to explore Night City as much as you can. Don't hesitate to check out even the most blandest and useless looking vendors, because they might just enhance the rest of your playthrough right there and then. Sulani Manor. The Sims 4. Like Sims 3, Sims 4 comes with a number of hidden rewards that can give your Sims incredible powers. The best comes with the Island Living expansion pack and is rewarded to those who develop a very intimate relationship with the Sulani spirits. One of the big features of this DLC is showing your dedication to protecting Sulani Island. You get rewards for things like cleaning up trash and communing with the island, but there is also an amazing secret trait that you can receive by romancing them too. First, your Sim needs the Child of the Islands trait to summon Sulani's elemental ancestors. Afterwards, they need to max out their relationship with one of the ghosts and have them move in with you. You can then revive them using ambrosia and finally seduce them to try for a baby. The born Sim will acquire the Sulani Mana trait that grants them control over nature itself, allowing them to perform amazing feats such as improving plants' quality, summoning volcanic eruptions, and spawning geodes filled with precious stones. Yes, I'm struggling to make a Breaking Bad Hank reference, and there you go. Surtha wrecked. Total War Warhammer 3. Winning against legendary Warhammer lords in this 3rd installment allows you to gain special traits that can significantly boost your own heroes. Each comes with a unique defeat ability of their own, but there's also a hidden trait that you can only get if you play as a specific character and win against their longtime rival. Cetra the Imperishable is the ruler of the mummified faction, the Tomb Kings, who focuses on enhancing his chariot units. Cetra is so proud of his cavalry that he gets a unique hidden perk, Surtha Wrecked, if he shows superiority by defeating another cavalry-focused hero, Surtha Ek. The perk significantly buffs Cetra's cavalry and allows him to recruit additional chariots, which can be a game changer for the Tomb Kings, who get a limited amount of units. Thing is, Cetra is the only character in the game who can get this trait from Surtha, and since this chariot rival lives on the other side of the planet, it's very easy to miss the unlock entirely. True Soul. Baldur's Gate 3. The amount of content in Baldur's Gate 3 is staggering. You won't see half of what the game has to offer even after multiple playthroughs, and it takes true dedication to unlock True Soul. The game's main story revolves around Lovecraftian tadpoles infecting your party's minds. These parasites will inevitably turn you into a monster, but they can also give you access to special powers, like the ability to enforce your will onto other infected creatures. Every time you encounter a servant of the Absolute, your character gains the option to command them with the tadpole. Normally, this requires a skill check, but if you use these options 7 times in Act 1, you're rewarded with the hidden True Soul perk, which makes all of your illithid powers in dialogue automatically succeed. As you can only use illithid dialogue options once per long rest, and since there aren't that many situations where you can use your powers in Act 1, it's very easy to miss. You basically have to take extra long rests before each illithid dialogue to meet the requirements, but if you're doing an evil playthrough, this is a must.